Need something? What's that, fella? You want me to join you?
Hakugin, is that really you?
Mio? The hell are you doing here? I thought you joined up with some militia.
I did. Then things happened.
Yeah? Well, ever since you farted out on your little warrior's journey, I've been bored out of my skull. I scoured the land for a worthy opponent, and came up shorter than a gnome doing the limbo. It's you or no one, babe.
Then I vote no one. There aren't enough lives in the world to save me when it comes to the way you spar.
Come on now. That's no way to talk about the best friend slash rival who came all this way to find you.
Best friends don't try to chop each other's heads off.
Says you. Anyway, word on the road is that you're at war with some empire or another. So let me float an idea by you. I'll help you out until your little conflict is resolved. But once it's done, you have to go one round with me.
One round where I'm likely killed at the end.
Which is what makes it fun! Yay! Also, don't try and pretend you're not into it. I see your eye. It's gleaming all over the place.
I suppose I have learned my share of lessons at the edge of mortality. The place where life and death lie separated by the thinnest of gossamer strands.
That's a lot of words to say yes, babe.
It's your decision, Noah.
Join us.
Good choice, fella. You won't regret it. I'll meet you back at your HQ. And yes, I already know where it is. Scouting out hidden places is sort of a specialty of mine. Hell, I probably would have raided the place if I didn't run into you just now.
Beast.
Whoa, wow. The rune lenses really do have a radiance all their own. Bet I could make this little beaut shine even more, but I'd have to get my hands on a rune of... What do you want? I'm busy, so could you come back later? Unless you happen to be carrying a rune of currents, in which case, step right up and let's talk.
Yes? Do you want something?
I have been expecting you, Noah of the Alliance.
Huh? You know who I am?
I know many things.
I see. So you're like a fortune teller.
Strictly speaking, no. Rather the opposite. I see not what will be, but what has been. Traces remain, for those who can see it.
So you predict the past?
The past lays the road that leads to the present, and travels thence onwards. Those who can follow its twists and turns may see glimpses of where it leads. In that sense, it is similar to predicting the future. But to answer your initial query, I am a spirit medium.
Really?
Now, let us be on our way.
I'm sorry?
You intend to lead the Alliance to victory, do you not? To do so, you must learn the locations of like-minded fellows, so that you may gather them to your cause. Nothing is accomplished in an empty room. With my powers, I can help you fill it. I do not offer you a choice in this matter. Having met you face to face, it is clear to me that you must be the victor of this war.
So you're going to help us?
I have already explained just that. Having anticipated this, my bags are packed and ready for the journey. Besides, that little girl needs our help. Do not worry. I know exactly where your town lies. I will leave for it at once.
Okay, so I'm chiming in here just to show you where I'm at. This is the fishing hole where you can get that stupid fish for what's-his-face. In case you're wondering why I sound so bitter, I've been here for 2.5 hours. So, it's a rare fish, and don't worry, there's stuff you can do in the castle to make it more likely. It's just, in order to do that, you actually have to get the rare fish first, because logic. So, now that we actually have the rare fish, we can now do stuff involving rare fish. And what's worse is this guy is responsible for locking up like 1/4 of the castle stuff. Like, just to put into context, I'll show you the castle after this because I've been dipping out. Basically, all game balance is shot beyond this point for a little while.
Ah, this is a wheel-eye bream, all right. Well, it seems the currents of fate are flowing in your direction. I've let them guide me this far, but maybe it's time to stand firm and let the stream rush around me. I'm a man of my word, friend. My pole is yours.
Phrasing.
You have a place with us.
Let us see where the waters carry us both.
So we're gonna warp over to Munchausen.
I have literally never failed.
So yeah, I explored the Sea Cavern. I didn't take any of the treasure chests or anything here just because I needed to kill time and do stuff, and I'm level 35. I should have more resources here other than the rare stuff than I need. I don't know why no one thought that was a bad idea. So yeah, 22,000 currency. And that's after I've already done most of the stuff other than him. Like, I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm just going to go around and show you that I could do this one. Or right before this guy. I need him to do the Nell stuff. But yeah, other than this one node, I've done literally everything else I can do here. This one I'm missing the ingredient, so I can't do that, but now that we have him, we're actually able to go down this side. This better not freeze, because I didn't save. While he's there, hopefully he can patch the wall.
Oh, fishing's never felt so easy.
So now the reason why this is such a load of crap, your big red flag is I'm actually talking for this. You need to do this to get the mission guild. And if you don't know what the mission guild is for, this is for unlocking a ton of characters. So yes, you have to put up with the whole RNG crap. So we'll go ahead and do this one because I've got the materials. Need to go get some lumber for that one. So this is what you can do to make it easier to catch rare fish, in case you're wondering what I was referring to. I believe it affects... well, it probably affects everywhere, to be honest. So yeah, I really hate that. I haven't found the dire beast bone yet, but I think it's just a little ways away, so... yeah, I'm set for resources for an extremely long time. In case you were doubting me, level 35 party members, 20,000 currency just in my pocket right here. That is so stupid, man.
Huh? What's this place?
Guests, is it? How unusual. I remember you from the conference earlier. Please, come in, come in. I see, I see. You seek some method of swaying His Majesty. But why would you bring this matter to me?
Because you were the one who stood up to Harlan at the conference.
Yup. You were all like, but riddle me this, jerk. And then everyone got distracted and nothing was settled.
Yes, I suppose I did do something along those lines. I admit to being less than thrilled with the prospect of giving Lord Harlan free rein to transform our relationship with the Empire.
Agreed. We cannot permit Dukes Aldrich to have his way on this.
Lord Harlan has been advocating for cuts to the studium. Should he gain too much power, I might find it hard to continue living in the comfort to which I've become accustomed.
So you're just in it for yourself?
Correct. Not that merely whittling away Lord Harlan's power will change much in the long run. Your name is Noah, yes? Well, there may be a way to change things if a person was so inclined. Countess, did you know Lord Harlan purchased an old manor on the outskirts of town last year from another member of the Chamber of Lords? He's apparently so fond of it that he made it his primary residence.
Well, bully for him. What of it?
I hear the manor has recently seen quite the stream of unfamiliar faces hailing from foreign lands. I wonder if some might be messengers from the Empire. At the same time, security around the manor has been tightened to the extent that actual Eucrisians are rarely allowed inside.
So, this matters why?
He's implying that Lord Harlan bought a manor on the outskirts of town in order to meet secretly with foreign agents.
That's about as shady as it gets.
And one more thing. On the southeast side of Hishahn, you'll find an old part of the city known as Lost Town, which was flooded out long ago. While Harlan's House of Mystery may be under tight guard, one could easily slip in by way of Lost Town were they so inclined.
How do you know all that?
Oh, I've been poking around for holes in the man's armor for some time now.
This guy is incorrigible.
So you're suggesting we sneak into Harlan's manor and search for evidence linking him to the Empire?
I'm suggesting that if one were to find such evidence, it could be a breakthrough in terms of the pending alliance negotiations. While I am not fond of proposing tenuous plans, sometimes needs must.
Tenuous certainly beats sitting on a sofa and doing nothing.
Be aware that Lost Town is said to be infested with monsters. Anyone heading there should take all necessary precautions.
We'll be careful. Thanks.
He said Lost Town is on the southeast side of the city, yes?
Yup. Now let's go dig up some dirt on Harlan.
Yeah, let's see how noble he feels when we're done with him.
I think you might be losing sight of our objective here.
Nothing interesting has happened all day. So, why not? That glimmer in your eyes tells me I may actually be in for a fight. So what do you say? Will you test your strength against a tired old man?
Sounds good to me.
You young'uns are always spoiling for a fight. You've got spirit, lad. Now, let's see what else you're made of.
Let's do this! Careful! We're in bad shape.
This can't be good.
Is everyone all right?
Taken down by a plucky upstart. Even at my age, it seems life has plenty of lessons left to teach. Well, that settles that. I'll be joining you, lad. Might even be fun.
Let's join forces.
Call me Riufan, and I join you as a humble man-at-arms. Now, a toast to camaraderie!
I have literally... Perfect.
This must be Lost Town.
Lost is putting it mildly. The heck happened here?
There was a terrible disaster, years and years ago. It was long before my time, so I don't know the details.
So if we make our way through this place, we'll be able to sneak into Harlan's Manor?
Yup. Or that's what Professor Smarty Pants said, at least. Well, now what? I don't see a way forward.
Easily slip in my foot. The good scholar needs to get his facts straight.
I'm sure there's some way we can cross this. We've got to figure something out here.
Wait, I know! How about that girl we made friends with in town?
Carrie? Oh, of course! She might be able to teleport us across.
Yup. I mean, it's worth a shot at least. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not gonna...
I guess we'll need to bring along someone who can.
You want me to use my rune lens power to help you cross this, yes? Yep, just shoo us across like champs. Can you do it? Of course I can. I am perfection incarnate.
Great.
Distance, nominal. Direction, nominal. Landing point? Well, I can't see it, but let's assume it's nominal. Oh, Carrie. You are a paragon. Yeah, but are you like 1000% sure here? Because the last time didn't go so hot. I have never made a single mistake in my entire existence, for I am perfect. Is that clear? Yes, ma'am. Fear not. I have a perfect mental picture of where we'll land. So? But you just said you can see. Okay, I'll be quiet. Now gather round and stay close. Despite my inability to err, I can't have you causing problems.
You've got this, Carrie.
I should probably mention that one blunder will cast us irretrievably into the space between dimensions. But fortunately, that is not going to happen.
What? One moment. Could we just...
So, did we make it?
Apparently. Though I've no idea how. Did you see those giant lizards? What was that?
A blunder.
That's not true. It was...
Right. Well, thanks for that.
Now what do you make of that?
I think it's coming this way!
It doesn't seem to be hostile.
Oh, it's actually kind of cute. Noah, you said it wasn't hostile.
You said it was cute!
Well, clearly I was mistaken.
Save it, guys!
Try not to hurt yourselves. Want some of this?
Come on!
Take this! Have some of this! Like so!
Keep the beatings coming!
Okie doke! Hey, what's that? Made you look!
Suck on this!
got you! You okay?
Thanks. Thank you.
My turn!
Hey, what's that? Made you look.
Suck on this!
Okie doke. Here.
You were cruising for a bruising.
All safe and sound. Thank you. You can reward me with a rice gratin. Extra prawns.
Quiet, everybody. Look there.
Yes, exactly. The former king's idiot son is utterly incapable of making up his mind. But I assure you, I will make him consent to this. Considering the debt his family owes me, he is in no position to refuse.
Very well. Just keep a level head, Lord Counselor. You still have time. Focus on making steady progress.
I shall. And, if I may, has word of my efforts reached Duke Aldrich?
Oh, yes. And he rewards his capable allies most handsomely. That I promise you.
Music to my ears.
And yet you demanded a contract written in the Duke's own hand. Not the most trusting of men, are you?
Is something the matter?
Nothing of import. The Dukes is pleased with your work thus far. Just see that you make steady progress.
I will not fail you.
Farewell for now, Lord Counselor.
That conniving vixen! Who does she think she is? Still, if I play my cards right, my dream of sitting the Eucrisian throne may yet come true.
It's her! I knew it! The woman in the mask? Who is she?
We saw her at the Rune Barrows working with an Imperial spy.
Interesting. But not as interesting as the story we just heard. In all his distrustfulness, Harlan has finally done something to serve his country.
Yep. Let's go find that contract she talked about. Here it is.
It appears legitimate.
So we just take this and hustle our buns out of here?
Yeah. That scholar guy would know what to do with it.
There can be no mistake. This is a contract drafted by Dukes Aldrich. It's written in the same hand as his letter to King Yuma.
Then we have proof of Harlan's betrayal.
We do indeed.
So now Euchris is gonna fight the Empire, right? Right, guys?
Will it, though? I think we may require one more push to help our king find his resolve.
What kind of push are we talking here?
If I may, Commander Noah, I have a little job for you. Very well. I shall head to the palace straight away and sow the necessary seeds.
Gotta be honest, I'm not sure what to make of this plan.
Melridge clearly has something in mind. Are you feeling confident about those acting chops, Noah?
Maybe?
You can do it! Unfounded confidence is an actor's greatest weapon!
The commander of the Alliance can do anything if he puts his mind to it, yes?
Sure. I guess. Here goes nothing.
Well then, Your Majesty, have you made your decision? All of Euchris awaits your word, for your actions this day could herald a bright new era for our kingdom. In fact, I understand that Dukes Aldrich's research into new uses for rune lenses is making great strides.
I'm endlessly impressed at your ability to vomit out nonsense you don't believe in. Oh, you're a politician born and bred. Or perhaps merely a swindler.
How many times must I remind you that you are here as an observer, Countess? Your Majesty, in light of the Countess's continuous interruptions, I suggest you have her removed. Your father would not have tolerated such impudence from a guest. Of that I am certain.
But... if anyone is removed here, it will be you, Lord Harlan.
What? How dare you?
You're up, Noah. Go get him.
Lord Harlan is a traitor who has conspired to sell out Euchris to Dukes Aldrich for his own personal gain.
Traitor? Personal gain?
What? Who do you think you are? The fact you cobbled together some pathetic army out of defeated troops gives you no right to speak to me so. Unless you come bearing proof of this outrageous claim, I suggest you take your seat!
My proof is this contract sent by Dukes Aldrich to Lord Harlan. It says, and I quote, "Should Lord Harlan secure Euchris' surrender, he shall retain his wealth and status, and be given high standing after the dissolution of the Sheerith dynasty." It's all right here on the page.
This, well, the handwriting does seem to match the letter I received from the Dukes.
You damnable varlet! Where did you get that? Oh! No, you see... It seems you are familiar with this document, Lord Harlan. No, of course not.
You betrayed me, Lord Harlan. Betrayed your king and your kingdom.
Everything I have done was for the benefit of Euchris. You must believe me.
Cassius!
Guards! Prepare the special chamber for Lord Harlan. I have a great many questions to ask him.
You have it all wrong. I am no traitor. In fact, had your father still reigned, this need never have happened. But instead, we have you, Yuma. You! And Euchris cannot persevere with an heir so foolish and feckless. You are driving our kingdom to ruin. What choice did I have but to ally with the Empire?
Get him out of here, now!
Do you understand now, Yuma? I mean, Your Majesty, now that you've seen the contract, are Dukes Aldrich's motives not exceedingly clear? The man has no intention of allowing the Sheerith dynasty to continue.
Such treachery.
If the Dukes was willing to do away with the royal family, what would he have done to us?
I choose to do all in my power to help Commander Noah of the Alliance. He's a man I can count on, and I will fight at his side.
Apologies, Periel. Apologies, Lord Counselors. I need a little more time. There might yet be truth to what Harlan said.
Oof. Well, so much for that.
I knew Yuma struggled with decisions, but I had no idea he was this bad. Still, we've done all we can for now. Lord Harlan is in custody, so I will spend the night here. The rest of you may make yourselves comfortable. Just stay out of the back chamber.
Oh, come on. I bet there's rows of beds in there. You can spare one.
Fine, but just the one.
Noah.
Are you all by yourself?
I am. They changed the guards around this time, which gives me an opportunity to slip away. It's been my chance to go on little adventures ever since I was a child. Not that I've ever left the palace grounds or anything. That would be much too scary. In fact, this right here is about the extent of my adventuring zeal. I spoke to Melrich and learned of how you and Periel snuck into Harlan's manor to secure the contract. Periel really trusts you, doesn't she? No, more than that. She relies on you. How I envy that.
Doesn't she rely on you too? I mean, you're the first person she turned to when Galdea attacked, and she's still appealing to you now. She must really trust you.
I would be delighted if that were the case. But is it really me she was counting on? Or did she merely turn to me because I happen to be the person on the throne? I adore Periel. The way she's always spoken her mind, even when we were children. Despite growing up in circumstances not unlike mine, she's never afraid to be herself and do what she wants. She's ever pushing forward.
Well, I'm from a small village, so I can't imagine what you've been through, but you look like a fighter to me. Is that not the case?
Oh, heavens no. I'm worthless. Everyone thinks so, and they're quite right. Oh, I made a few clumsy attempts when I first inherited the throne, but I was never able to rule skillfully as my father did. And now, at the time of my country's greatest crisis, I still can't make up my mind. Instead of deciding, I fixate on all the tragedy my decisions might cause and simply freeze. Harlan had the right of it. I'm a feckless fool of a king. Who would ever follow a ruler like me? I just...
That isn't true! That just isn't true! You aren't a bad king at all, Your Majesty!
What?
You are absolutely and completely wrong about yourself, and you mistake your kindness for weakness. I know how hard you work at being king. I know better than anyone, so please don't speak ill of yourself. It's everyone else's loss if they don't understand what a wonderful ruler you are.
Thank you, Eiyuden. But I will never live up to my father.
There's wisdom in her words, Your Majesty. People have you wrong. Indeed, you have yourself wrong. Now, I grant you may not currently be ruling with the skill and finesse of your father. But you're holding yourself up to a monarch with years of experience already behind him. Surely you can see how superficial it is to compare that man to a king who has taken but the first steps of his reign. A fledgling knight is no match for a hardened veteran. And yet, the youngster possesses something the veteran does not. A future. And I would not have you discard yours so lightly, my king.
Oh, Melrich. Yulin?
Oh, forgive me, Your Majesty. I was dreadfully out of line to speak to you like that. I will accept any punishment you see fit.
Then your punishment is to tell me the truth. Do you really believe I can become a good king?
Of course I do. You will be a kind king, and a great one. I'm sure of it.
Thank you. I will. Or at least I shall try to.
I cannot express what an honor it is to fight alongside a man of your esteem, General Goldwyn. If I may, General, I hear we'll be entering Eucharist territory soon. When do you anticipate being able to report our victory to Dukes Aldrich? I must contemplate how best to compose the message.
It is folly to contrive victories from unfought battles. A warrior must approach every enemy with equal sincerity.
But who could Eucharist field who has any hope of victory against you?
General Cassius is a steady hand who commands the love of his men, and I hear the kingdom is home to another formidable mind as well. And also...
Yes?
I take to the battlefield for our Emperor. Despite the great pains Aldrich went through to convince His Excellency of this campaign's merit, I do not fight for the Dukes.
Good morning, all. I take it you spent the night here?
Guys, you are not gonna believe this! Periel? How?
Loose lips, darling. Come, Noah. We're leaving.